Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Right away, they'll change the look. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You got a mini base. Why not? All right.
Back to throw. Fields. Throwing out right here. Caught by Olave. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
You got a mini base. EQ.
Now it's Fields. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and he's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
14-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Option handoff here to Miller. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The Saints at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Duvernay, 56 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They need 2. Here's third down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd and 2, McKinney. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Go! 2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Operating from the gun. McKinney. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. McKinney firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Got it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Aubrey now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here we go. Oh, let's go.
They begin with a run by Miller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On play action, Fields. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. An audible here to get a new look. They snap it to Fields. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, is confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Here we go, son. Angel.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They keep it with Miller on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's to the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendra Miller with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Viking 18. Go street.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st down, New York.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneers. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 70 Timberwolves.
Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hurry, hurry. Ready.
On 3rd down, McKinney got a man, and he hits him in stride. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
60 even, 60 even, go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down now, but that clock rolling. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, running left is Miller. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run it again with Miller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Miller. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go, son.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it was how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up second and 16.
Fields now to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Fields on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's second and 10. Now Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Miller on the read option. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to go. It's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. A first down carry now for Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Now Miller. He's had a big workload here tonight. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down at about 9 to go.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action, Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Thornton, the motion man right. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Let's go.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Check. Ready.
It's Barkley on the counter. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Braco 80. 19 right. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Dixie Maverick. Go.
Back to throw. McKinney. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Fields going to change things up here.
Monday.
On 2nd and 15 now. Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. In motion left, that's Thornton. Barkley, inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. It's Miller, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And the Saints, first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Fields. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On first down, Fields. He gets it to Burks again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 27.
Throwing again is Fields. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
Fields changing the play. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Kendre Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. The slot man in motion right. Saquon Barkley running right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Pass caught, Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker under.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Okay,
From the
ready?
13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
65. 19, 18.
Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Warriors 17. Cut it.
To throw on 3rd down. McKinney. Trying to improvise. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the